My name is Gabe, and I had the honor of watching The Batman. Now, I know I'm a little late on this review, but I figured I should talk my thoughts on the movie regardless. And I'm going to say, first off, they're negative. And I want to be clear. Before I even get into a lot of my gripes with the movie, I'm going to tell you what my gripes aren't. The acting. The actors were, well, amazing. They all did great. Robert Pattinson did a good Batman, and I'm sure that's what folks care about, and ultimately the other actors, whose names I don't know, did fairly well as well, save for one character who I was not particularly fond of. I'm going to refrain from spoilers for this review, though, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So, what didn't I like? Well, the direction? Maybe a way to put it. It also may not. Well, first off, I should explain. I think this boils down to what I love about not just Batman, but superheroes altogether. If you were to ask me about any superhero, be it Superman, Spider-Man, or any, what aspect I love, I would tell you it's Peter Parker, it's Clark Kent, and it's Bruce Wayne. For me, the alter ego has always been more interesting than the hero. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching the superhero do their superhero things, but I enjoy it more when I get to see the human underneath, or at the very least, the human they're trying to be, if that makes sense. So, and the Batman made the decision to basically, at least for the duration of this movie, completely forgo having a Bruce Wayne. It is the name of the character, but for all intents and purposes, he doesn't behave any differently or at all have a social life. No playboy billionaire, just kind of depressed Bruce Wayne. I also felt that the mystery that they were trying to get us to solve was a little sloppy towards the end. Without spoiling anything, I never felt like they left enough avenues or clues for me to solve it myself. Maybe there was, and maybe I just missed out on everything, but that's how I felt. Like I said, the acting was really good, and if this cast comes back to do anything Batman in the future, I will, if they let Bruce Wayne exist, I'll probably give them a second chance. So, as for like the action and stuff, yeah, that was mostly fairly good. One or two scenes that I was not a big fan of, but for the most part, the choreography and everything else was done rather well. Yeah, as often is the case in these types of things, without spoiling, things can be hard to say. So, you know what? Spoiler section. Alright, so this is the part of the video you watch if you've seen the movie. So, it's the Riddler. The Riddler is an awful character in this movie. And I hate that, because the Riddler is one of my favorite Batman villains, if I'm being honest. But I don't feel he was done justice at all in this movie. Well, may I argue, it's a no modern, but I don't incarnation of the Riddler, and maybe it is, but if so, I really don't like the modern incarnation of the Riddler. Ultimately, it feels like the arrogance that makes the Riddler interesting whenever he does appear is completely lacking in this movie. It doesn't help that his grand plan is really stupid and makes him one of the worst villains imaginable. It's hard to take your plea of, oh, we're suffering and these are the people that are responsible serious when your end goal is just to kill everybody. So the Riddler basically ruined this movie for me. Anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more like it, do subscribe. If you want to see me play some video games live, check out my Twitch. And, brand new, we have a gameplay channel now. Link will be in the description of this video and every future video. You can see basically what we do on Twitch uploaded for now, but eventually it'll get its own stuff as well. But more importantly than any of that, have a good night.